at the ducks. Look at the little ducklies. I never seen like a goose, like a baby goose. She mad protected too. That's why they got the side eyes. YouTube. Oh man, I just finished my Chick-fil-A. You know, this is just gonna be like just me driving back home, and just a little rant, a little discussion and stuff like that. But this is honestly, this is a question. This is honestly like a genuine question, because this question, I feel like it should be asked, and the question is, when do you know when to stop? And just to summarize what I mean by that, it's just like as an ambition, goals, and things you want for yourself. And where I sit in today, I'm gonna rate life in a spectrum from 0 to 10. And I would like to say that my life right now, from my life expectancy, I'm at a 5, right? But me 10 years ago, I had no credit, I had no bank account, I had no car, I had no license, I had no degree, I had no job. We could go on and on about right? Still in high school, you know, stuff like that. And you know, I really want to dissect that, because like right now, me 10 years ago, I dreamed to be where I am now. To right now, where I'm sitting in my car, and like I look at my phone, and Chase, and I'm gonna show you the screenshot on the screen. Chase already approved me. Like, I didn't even know they can do that. They approved me with $25,000 for a car. And if you guys seen my earlier video, I was already thinking about getting a car, so it's kind of strange. A new car, so it's kind of strange. Like, that's just crazy. Like, they already got my money sitting there, ready for me to just use it, accessible, which is crazy to me. And it's like, think about me 10 years ago, how hard I worked. I'm talking about, guys, I worked 2 jobs straight, back to back. I worked a job all the way from Brooklyn, Park Slope, New York, to go all the way to Jamaican Queens straight after. From early in the morning to night. I worked FedEx. I worked 2 jobs at the airport. I worked a job in the city to the airport. I worked 2 jobs a lot of times in my life, and like I just bust my tailbone, like, and like it's just kind of crazy that I'm sitting here and like I go out and I clear my mind and I go get food, and I always think about my next move, and it's just like me working to achieve all these things I got in 10 years, and I'm still not happy. And it's like I still want more. And then like that $25,000, I'm like, shoot, I need to be getting pre-approved now for $100,000 loan, or a $500,000 loan for a house. So it's just like, when are, as humans, when are we ever satisfied? When are we ever, you know, like completed? I don't really think I have the answers for that. But what I can say is that I think that a lot of people have their sets, like they have their end goal. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people, hey, when I find my wife, I get my place, and I'm married, and I have children, I'm perfectly happy with this type of job I get, you know. And honestly, I can't really tell you what my end game is. I can't tell you that. But definitely throughout these next 10 years, I can assure you that I am focusing. I'm focusing on my dream car. I'm focusing on my dream house. And, you know, I'm not really quite too sure about marriage, because I'm not quite a handsome looking guy. So I don't think marriage is ever going to be in my palette. So yeah, but I tend to just focus on things that I can focus on, and what is in my hands reach and what I can control. So yeah, like you know, picture me, you know, I want a Mustang, right? And that's something I can get right now with this money. The Tesla Model 3 is another car. I actually want 2 cars. I want to sell this car. I want to get 2 cars. I want to get either a Model Y, because I want a bigger car. But I'm thinking about going cheap right now and just doing a Model 3. I'm not quite sure, because I also want the Mustang. But yeah, these are things that I have access to and I could get. So it's just kind of, you know, it's crazy. And it's sad that I can't even feel happy about it. I should feel good about it. But you know, when you work so hard for the things you get, you just feel entitled to it. And I feel like a lot of hard-working people who are watching these videos can relate to that. When things are given to you because you bust your A for it, you don't feel as much as happy, but more so entitled to it because you bust your A for it. And quick story, I met this young lady that I was like, I had the biggest crush on, and it was one of them situations where it was a beautiful moment because we was actually spending time, because I've been trying my hardest to spend time with her and build with her, etc., etc. You know, people ain't shit, so you know it didn't go anywhere. She stopped talking to me, whatever the case is, for dumb reasons. But you know, those are Capricorns.
You be alright, nigga.
Capricorns.
Right?
But yeah. So but the moral is, I pick her up. This is my second car I have. You know, I got my stuff going for myself, set up, even more set up than she got her stuff. And she just like, she asked me this weird question as we were driving to, I forgot where we were going to. And she goes, I feel like you never had to work for anything. And I said, what? Like, she's like, I feel that, you know, a lot of things is like handed to you, like you're very fortunate. And I said, and I got offended like immediately. And I'm like, handed to me? I said, what's handed to me? I was like, this is my second car that I bought cash, money, that I bust my A for. Like, I just finished paying off this car note. My first car, I bought that cash, that I worked at a minimum wage job, $7.25 an hour. I worked to save up to buy this car. I said, my school tuition, no one helped fund that. I paid that all on my own. I worked 2 jobs. I done this, I done that. I sweat over this. I did FedEx. I did jobs where I worked 18 hours. And I was like, and you feel that everything was given to me? I was like, oh, you mistaken. You got me. What? So she goes, I didn't know. You just seem so like laid back, like you don't have any like a worry in the world. And I'm like, well, I was like, when I'm around people, I don't tend off to mirror off my struggles and my pains off on other people. I was like, I go through my moments, and yeah, I have my moments where I'm down and stuff, but I tend not to be around people. I tend to kind of handle my demons in the closet, but when I'm around someone, I'm not gonna bring that around them. Like, I'm on a date with you, like, I'm gonna be like this, you know, I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna be the best version of me that I can for you. But I'm like, I don't know how to take that as an insult or a compliment, but I was like, thanks, I guess. Whatever that means, like, you know what I'm saying? But there are people who have things given to them, and like, you know, the thing is that people don't really realize about life isn't fair. Like, there's something that you gotta just grind for, and there's some things that people are just given, and that's life. But me, I'm kind of grateful for my life, and I'm grateful that I have to work hard for the things that I want, because you getting the results from it is all worth it. And I wouldn't appreciate I just see the worth of things if everything was just kind of given to me. So, you know, just seeing that today, remembering, just seeing I got a proof of, like, they already have a loan for me in my account for $25,000. I remember when I got my first car, they wouldn't even approve me. They wouldn't even give me a chance. They tried to give me a beat up Toyota Corolla that was, it was clean though. It was clean, but it was the car was older than me. The car was older than me. And that was my worth. That's what society said my worth was. I could not get a loan. You're not good enough. You're too young. You don't have credit. You don't have this, da, da, da. My worth was an old Toyota Corolla that was older than me. That was my value. And you guys are gonna know it's a huge quality difference because my camera died. So I guess that's just time for me to wrap up the whole entire video and just pretty much and close this out. So I guess the moral of the story is the reason why a lot of people don't feel like, you know, that they reach and they constantly aiming higher and higher, because the older you get, the more you realize that the world is more than about just you. You know what I'm saying? You want to do right by those who took care of you. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's your grandparents, your mom, you know, or just any relative or just anyone personally in your family. So it becomes greater than just you. And how can anyone who's very goal oriented and have dreams and passions to excel and grow, how can anyone just stop at just being comfortable with themselves when they have other ones around them that needs help as well? So as I got older, just the thrive it became more so of being there for my mom who is pushing 50 and still has to work a 9 to 5 and work overtime and do doubles, and you know what I'm saying, my grandmother who you know is luckily, you know, she's retired, but you know have a lot of other situations that occur in her life where she's not living comfortably and she don't really get the money and funding to do things that she want to do because of other family issues and just tons of other stuff. So it's like life becomes more than just you and your happiness, but about helping others as well. And speaking about helping, right? There's people over here petitioning, and I don't know what it's for, but like I said, the world is bigger than you, and that sign is right there. So never just stop for you. Think about the bigger picture. Think about the world and how can it become better.